Ford's saying that they're making a $30,000 electric pickup truck, but there's more to this story. That's a little bit misleading. Here's what we know so far. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Today, the new Chevy Bolt EUV, the updated version, has been revealed. It's going to be 29,000 US dollars. Really good value. But Ford is saying, you know what? We are making a $30,000 vehicle as well. So what do we know about this vehicle? This so-called electric pickup truck for 30,000 US dollars. Well, this will actually be a mid-size four-door electric pickup truck. Starting price will be around $30,000. And Ford's CEO has revealed some of the details. He says they are using a breakthrough approach for developing and delivering an affordable electric platform to customers. So they're reinventing the way they make cars. Ford have been making cars using a traditional kind of production line for more than 100 years. They said this: to compete with Tesla and BYD, Ford had decided they needed to radically reduce the cost and the complexity of the vehicle. In other words, Ford is returning to Henry Ford's original concept of a universal car. Kind of like Tesla, right? Not many paint choices, not many options. You get what you get, but it's cheap. And I reckon that's a great idea. So when is it coming? Well, this new pickup truck, mid-sized, is coming in 2027. But it's kind of confusing because the CEO, Jim Farley, said it's really not a pickup. Instead, it will debut with a new silhouette. Ford's pickup truck, they say, has more room than a Toyota RAV4, which is the best-selling vehicle in the US. Now, I'm thinking, guys, it's going to be a lot like the Deepal E07 multi-truck. Now, the cool thing is, Matt Campbell, who I've been on a couple of adventures to China with, he actually called this vehicle the multi-truck. And Deepal, a Chinese brand, they decided to use his name. And they changed the name of the vehicle to what he said, which is really cool. I think this is the kind of vehicle that Ford are going to make. Yeah, it's a mid-size vehicle. But at the back, it's got kind of a tray that's a little bit like the Cybertruck, where it actually closes up, but you can turn it into an SUV by just pulling down the midgate on the inside of the vehicle. That sounds to me like what Ford are going to make. And that's why Jim Farley is saying it's not really a pickup truck, because it can be, and then it can be an SUV at the same time. So it's like a Cybertruck with a midgate, which is what Tesla actually promised the Cybertruck would be in the first place, but then they decided to change their mind, and the Cybertruck doesn't have a midgate, but that would have been awesome if it did. But that's, I think, what it's going to be, like a smaller version of a Cybertruck, but more conventional looking, meaning a Deepal E07. He said this: it's very fast, adding its rear-wheel drive, it's super fun to drive, and it has a digital experience that no one's seen. Not sure what that means. Even in China, even more digital than what you get in China. Ford is aiming for 0 to 60 miles per hour time, same as the Mustang EcoBoost, which is around 4.5 seconds. The biggest change, though, I think Ford are going to use here, in comparison to most Ford EVs, is it's going to use lithium iron phosphate batteries. And those batteries will be manufactured in Michigan using technology licensed from Cadel. So basically it's going to use Cadel's lithium iron phosphate batteries, probably the Shenzhen LFP batteries. Energy density of those batteries probably going to be about 185 watt hours per kilogram, which is quite good. Charging speed, if Ford want to, if they made the right architecture, they could potentially be charged at up to 1,000 kilowatt, because those battery cells can be boosted like crazy, and Cadel will warranty that. I don't know what the charging speed will actually be, because it depends on Ford's architecture and the way Ford builds everything around the battery pack. But really good batteries. Even though, yes, Ford are licensing Chinese technology, they'll be making them in the US, hiring people that live in the US to actually make them. In my opinion, that's a big plus. And I think that's one way for Americans to get access to Chinese technology that's actually really good. at prices they can afford without losing the manufacturing in the US. So that's a big positive. We'll learn more about this vehicle coming up, but apparently Ford filed a trademark with the US PTO under the name Ranchero. So I believe that it's going to be a coupe-like pickup truck, like a Cybertruck, like a Deepel EO7 multi-truck, kind of a combination between those two vehicles. 30,000 US dollars. I think it could be really cool. Then again, Ford could have 118 recalls in the space of 10 months, and this vehicle could be one of them recalled many, many times, like all Ford's other vehicles been recalled this year, which has been a disaster for them that no one's talking about. This point in time, Ford's really struggling. They've had more than twice as many recalls as any other car company in the world this year, more than twice as many. So hopefully they can nail the engineering. Maybe, I don't know, outsource some of it or something. I'm not sure what the solution is. Anyway, getting back to this, 30,000 US dollars, lithium iron phosphate battery, rear-wheel drive, converted from either a pickup truck to an SUV. I mean, sounds pretty good to me. Guys, what are your thoughts? Thanks for watching. The Sydney EV International Motor Show. If you want to get a 50% discount on your tickets, all you got to do, click the link in the description and use the promotion code that's in the description. Just copy and paste that. Now, I should mention there's only 200 tickets available per day. So if you go to use the promo code and you can't get a ticket, wait till the next day. Don't wait until the day before the show to get your tickets, because otherwise you'll probably miss out on getting the 50% discount.